Hi, welcome to ExamPadi. Our topic for today is production of materials, and today we're going to be talking about metal. At the end of this lesson, you would have learned how to 1. Define metal, 2. State and explain the stages of producing metal, 3. List the carbon properties of steel, 4. Mention the types of alloy metal that we have. But first, let us define metal. Metal are materials used in producing some equipment used in everyday life. Metal are usually solid, but a few ones are in liquid or powder form. They are made from raw forms called ores. Metal come in different forms such as rods, tubes, plates, wires, bar liquid, and so on and so forth. Production of metal. Most metal do not occur in pure state. They are usually combined with other metal and add impurity to form what is called mineral ore. When the ore is mined, the required metal is extracted from it, and some of the impurity removed from the ores are manganese, phosphorus, silicon, and so on. Let us talk about the stages of producing metals. There are 3 stages of producing metals. The first stage is known as the extraction stage. In this stage, the rock containing the metal is dug from the soil with drilling and excavating equipment. The rock and the metal mixed together is called the metal ore, that is the impure metal. Number 2, this is called the smelting stage. The metal ore is heated in a furnace until the metal melts into a liquid form. This process is called smelting. It is then separated from other impurities that have mixed with it. Are we together? So we have the 3rd stage, which is also known as the casting stage. Now, the hot molten, that is the liquid metal, is poured into a container of different lengths, sizes that are called molds. It is left there to cool and solidify, to take the shape of the mold, and this is also called casting. This is a round bars or square bars or wires and other stuff that are produced from casting. Now let us talk about the carbon properties of steel. Steel is a strong metal that is made up of the mixture of iron and carbon. This raw and impure iron is called pig iron. From the pig iron, other forms of steel, that is iron, are produced. Number 1, we have the cast iron. This is produced by refining pig iron in a furnace called cupola. It contains 2% to 5% of carbon. The pig iron scraps some limestone that are put in the furnace and burnt together with coke fire. The molten pig iron is then put into a mold to form either white cast or a white cast iron in form of iron carbide or gray cast iron in form of graphite. Now, cast iron is brittle and can easily break if given a hard blow. Number 2, we have what we call the wrought iron. This is produced by removing the impurities that comes with the pig iron. As it melts in the furnace, it is stirred with a puddle pole so that the carbon content escapes as carbon dioxide gas. Wrought iron are fibrous nature. It is able to withstand sudden shock and it can resist corrosion. Now, this kind of iron is used for making couplings, chains, gates, railings, and so on. Number 3, we have the tool steel. The strength of steel depends on the quantity of carbon it contains. When the carbon content of steel is increased beyond 0.8%, it means it can harden by heating. Such steel is called tool steel or cast steel. It is produced by high induction of furnace. Number 4, we have the mild steel. This is classified by its carbon content. Some are low carbon steel, having 0.05% to 0.15% of carbon. Now, medium carbon steel contains 0.2% to 0.5% of carbon. They are also produced from pig iron in an open furnace. They can be black or they could be white. We also have what we call the metal alloys. Now, metal alloys is a little bit different from all of the other types of iron that we have described earlier. Metal alloys is a metal that is obtained by mixing 2 or more metals together. And some of the type of metal alloys that we have are 1. Brass. It is made up of a combination of copper and zinc. It can easily be worked on hand tool. If the copper content is up to 65%, brass can be ductile and can be bent when it is cold. It resists corrosion and it is therefore used for taps, valves, pipes, screw, and other things. Number 2, we have duralumin. It's an alloy of aluminium. It contains 4.5% of copper, 0.5% of manganese, 0.5% of magnesium, and 94.5% of aluminium. It is used to make aircraft and ships, among other things. Number 3, we have the Gaudium metal. It is also an alloy of copper and zinc. Here, copper takes as much as 90%, while zinc takes 10%. It is used for making bowls, jugs, ashtrays, jewelry, and so on. Lastly, we have bronze. Bronze is an alloy of copper, which has 80% copper and 20% tin. Try out the following question to test your knowledge of the topic. Number 1, define metal and metal alloy. Number 2, state 3 stages of producing metal. Number 3, state 3 carbon properties of metal. Number 4, mention 4 types of metal alloy. We have come to the end of this video and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.